decisive way to get us going here. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense comes on the field first today. Here comes that star wide receiver with the swag that kind of rubs opponents the wrong way, Kirk, because he's saying, I don't care who you are, I'm going to embarrass you today.
Well, Chris, there's a rumor that this guy actually DMs the opposing corners before the game that he's going to go up against, as if to say, hey, it's going to be a long day for you today. But the wild thing is he actually comes out and single-handedly unravels defenses to the point that by the end, it looks like he's in the heads of the opposing secondary.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Silva. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, you can see when the offensive line does their job and gives this quarterback time to throw, you're going to see plays like this and first downs for the Badgers offense. They've had some good ones over the years. Very efficient. Of course, Russell Wilson is the name that stands out, but they've had others. Scott Tolzien, Darrell Bevel, Jim Sorgi, Brooks Bollinger's good quarterback play that always seems to make the right decision.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Badgers lining up here on 1st and 10. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's third down.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route.
And a sophomore making an impact play.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. So Oregon's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. If there's one guy on this defensive side, Kirk, who can be a game wrecker, it's this elite pass rusher. Very much on the quarterback's mind today. Yeah,
Chris, but it's going to be very tough. This quarterback does a nice job of moving around in the pocket, and also he's going to have an awareness of exactly where this guy is and have a clock in his mind about how quickly that ball needs to get out.
Here's a wide-open receiver, complete.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. You put that on a rope.
Not much on that play, brought down short. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield at the plus 49. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. Second down play coming up for this offense. The shotgun handoff here. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Well, it's third down. The Defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. And the Ducks will line up here on first down and goal. First and goal, handoff. And we're able to get him down.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
There's unbelievable execution. They get a touchdown on the board, and Autzen Stadium is rocking. You know, they leave about 60,000 people inside this stadium. I would argue it's as loud as any stadium in the country. And you put a touchdown on the board like that, this place becomes electric.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. Some positive signs in the last drive. They moved the ball, but eventually stalled. Came up empty. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
the shotgun, an inside handoff. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. And off on the draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Badgers will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's the spin move. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the 1st quarter clock winds down. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. So the offense clicking back, building a lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Silva.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
It's an out route, the catch made. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit. And the Badgers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. 1st down, looking to throw the football. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Touchdown, Oregon. Strong game by this quarterback.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in his football game.
They'll try to add the lead now for PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Miles. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here in the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the side.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackle, but first down. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Important second down play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. He's running on, testing the defense with a throw downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big game. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ducks.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. And they'll run it. shotgun. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner will be brought down. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This offense has been clicking so far. They get aggressive, go for more before halftime. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. A quick throw out left, complete. An exciting spin move, but doesn't produce much of a gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
The Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Oh, what a move. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Keeping it on the ground here. And tackled after a small pickup there. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try to run for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Timeout is called late in this close game with halftime approaching. Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. And the Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so second and 6. No huddle here for the offense. And here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. So it's 1st down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run up the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the players.
Hey, Jonte, how you doing, man? I appreciate you coming in here and checking out the stream. Put your gamer tag up in there, and I'll add you to the list, bro.
The kid has different ears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the
You can add me too. I'm on there. NCAA scoring.
player with that kind of catch radius. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And the Badgers will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. Powering right past the defender. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the single back takes the handoff. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The throw complete to the running back underneath. And he's tackled after the catch. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's a short completion to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Ducks will have to kick it away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the 1st down. The offense going with the hurry up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
They'll run it from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on 3rd down?
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
They'll kick it away here. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Quarterback operating an empty set. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. A quick jump. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And they'll use the ground game here. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And it's complete downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Oregon. And the beatdown continues.
Man, that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
They'll try to add the lead now to the 18. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. There's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the return an opportunity to bring this back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? He'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And it's caught. They bring him down after a short gain there. 3rd down upcoming after that completion. And they pick up the first on the ground. And they stuff him on 3rd and short. Defense knew it was coming. The Badgers will have to punt this one away. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. And they begin the drive here, set up at the 30. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught quickly. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch is made down the middle. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a 1st down. The clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. This has been a beatdown, and the stats at the end of 3 reflect that. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Ducks, and the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys, and they have had a day to get trained up, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Silva. A big hit by the linebacker. A physical tackle there. Big versus big. That completion makes it second and medium. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now picks up fourth down. And the Badgers will bring their punt team on the field now. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll ride the back again here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches. And the Ducks will look to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27. The Ducks pick up enough for a first down here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And this one is getting him ugly. Shows the skill set there, Kurt. Athletic ability and excellent decision-making on the move.
Well, these are the kind of plays where a head coach and offensive coordinator just have to trust their quarterback, because there's a lot that can go wrong in those situations. But with this guy, he's able to buy time, make a play when nothing is there. That's how you continue to earn your coach's trust.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team is on the field to put this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? First down. They're going to throw the football. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
And the pass rush has got him again, back-to-back sacks. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. And the ball is away from inside the 10. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. Receiver makes the grab, and he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. The Ducks will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Brings up second down.
They look to throw it here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. No huddle now for the offense. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Ducks getting set on first and 10. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. First down here for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
It's a quick grab. Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there. The Ducks trying to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking to chuck it again. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, Ducks. To stretch the lead, the route is on. What a weapon for this offensive quarterback who can flash the speed and finish a touchdown drive just like that.
How about being the defensive coordinator? You got everything covered, you make the right call, and all of a sudden this guy is so athletic and so gifted with his ability to improv, you can't contain him. You better come up with another scheme, and you better put 2 or 3 defenders on this quarterback.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away.
Wisconsin, 7.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. And it's incomplete on the overthrow, just too much on that ball. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And the pass is intercepted, a takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Not a real good throw here. We put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pass caught. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Second down, we're going to throw it. And that catch is hauled in. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Completion makes it second down. And he drops back in the gun, looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Good completion to the tight end. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. This is the 6th play on the drive. Looking to pass here on second down. It's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Crucial third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds his target. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. And new set of downs after that completion. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Grab made by the tight end. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. The Ducks come to the line with first and goal. Caught for the completion. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up.
to Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field and home to the Northwestern Wildcats, where it will be a sea of purple as the fans are more than ready for this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So Northwestern's return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. Just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Ducks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. He wants to throw. Finds his man down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks racing to the line in a hurry up. A first down run on the doorstep. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the spot. And the returner will be brought down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big play. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be.
Snatches it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
And I love the fundamentals by the quarterback on that last completion. That's 4 verticals. And if you're going to complete that ball down the seam, you've got to be able to freeze the safety in the middle of the field and not telegraph the throw. That's exactly what the QB did. Nice job.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's got it on the right. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Ducks are on the move. The hand to the running back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, built on the running of the football, the physicalness.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Is good. That makes the score. Oregon 14, Northwestern 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Give to the running back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
First down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. You can hand it to him, throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's second and 4. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Power football with the run. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Northwestern.
And where did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting a touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14, Northwestern 7.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. will audible. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his back in the middle. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Pulls it in. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Wants to throw on second down. Got his man. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Godet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Here comes the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Northwestern! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, eyes get big as sausage, go jump on that puppy, secure it, gets you a touchdown.
Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. Got a lot of running room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon! With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Tootin. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big throw it again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Finds his big tight end. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Gonna run it. It's Ingram. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. The Ducks will hustle to the line. They'll go to the ground. Makes one man miss. Tackled after picking up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Now adjusting. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there.
And the ball is picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback checking the play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He wants to go deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Western Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Open space at the 25. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then heading down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. He'll pull it on the read. Across the 25, he's got room. It's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And how about this defense coming up with the play? You want to make your quarterback a runner? Fine. We're going to stop him and take the ball.
And they were prepared, right? This is a defense that looks like they studied film, and they knew that this offense was going to attack them with the running quarterback on designed runs. So great job by the defense, recognizing what was happening, getting to the football, and better yet, creating a takeaway.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Offense lining up quickly.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, how about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Get all you can, then get down with the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Quick toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the option. Now the toss. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Calls his own number. Sweet feet on the move. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Turns it on in midfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
For the offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Oh, it's out. They recovered their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback. The defender got caught red-handed. Free yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Now they'll run it to the right here. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to the ground with the running back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. No,
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
3rd and inches, and the offense trying to throw the football. The defense, they weren't fooled. They just got upfield, and they got pressure on the QB.
Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wildcat. The number 1 rule for any offense, gentlemen, protect your quarterback. When you do, good things happen.
And the number 1 rule for a defense is to affect the quarterback. Or bad things happen to you. Didn't affect the quarterback. Too much time, too clean. You're supposed to frazzle them. You're supposed to find a way to make them feel uncomfortable so they don't have time, so they rush their thought process. That wasn't it.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. The give and tick, 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 tick. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they're going to throw it. Finds a tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the tight end. And he's not. Get the defense denying him the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Getting some heat. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's right on target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. They keep attacking through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They're throwing for it on 4th down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
A 1st down for the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabs it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got great speed. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right, y'all. Just want to say thank you for stopping in and checking out the stream. I do appreciate it. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the likes. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. You know what to do.